Hi, I'm going to tell you about ice wine. Ice wine is one of the most coveted and elusive dessert wines on the face of the earth. There's a good reason for that, and the reason is that there's only a few places where the conditions in the vineyards are such that you can make ice wine. In order to make ice wine, you need to have a region that is warm enough to ripen the grapes during spring, summer, and fall, and then cold enough to freeze the grapevines out in the vineyard in the middle of winter. But not so cold as to let that freeze last more than a few weeks, because if it does, it will kill the vines, what's known as winter kill. So there's about 5 places where you can make ice wine. The traditional ice wine in the oldest tradition comes from Germany and Austria. These wines are called Eisweins. The New World makes ice wine in New York State, Canada, and the newest making region, which is Washington State. All of these regions are just barely warm enough to ripen grapes and just barely cold enough to freeze them naturally on the vine during the winter. What happens in making ice wine is we allow the grapes to freeze in the vineyard naturally via Mother Nature during winter. Then in the middle of the night, when the grapes are still frozen on the vine, they're harvested and rushed to the winery while still frozen. The grapes are frozen and then they're squeezed while they're still frozen, allowing just a slight, rich nectar of juice to be squozen from them. You take that very rich nectar juice and you ferment it to about 10 or 11% alcohol. You usually have about 18 to 20% residual sugar left over, and you have one of the world's most amazing, expensive, and delicious ice wines with lots and lots of sugar and lots of flavor. It's a real treat and worth the money.